You're probably new to Genshin and just heard about elemental reactions. What are they and how do they work? So, this is basically primary science brought into Genshin. You know those melt, vaporize, burn, etc. Well, in Genshin we have 7 elements, which are fire, pyro, geo, which is earth, dendro, considered nature, cryo, ice, electro lightning, anima wind, and hydro water, which all reacts to one another. And without further discussion, let's start this video. Let's first talk about Anemo and Geo. While they can't react with one another, they can react to all other 5 elements. Anemo can swirl, which then spreads the element over a large space via AoE, which means area of effect. While we pair multiple enemies affected by different elements, all of the elements spread and thus triggering multiple reactions, and then the status indicating they're affected by an element is cleared. While Geo reacts with all elements through Crystallize, which drops a crystal and when picked up gives us a shield to protect against elemental damage of that type, but can also easily be broken by opposing elements. And for additional information about elemental shields, they can easily be broken down by their weak element. Like for example, Dion's shield is weak against pyro attacks, like what of those Fatui agent does, but is strong against the same element that the shield has, which is cryo. So this explains why Zhongli is the best overall shielder out there, because his shield is made out of Geo, which basically has equal amount of resistance against all element types. Although we don't have any Anemo shield yet, we'll see if Hoyoverse even implements it. Now let's talk about the reaction between the 5 elements. But before revealing them, I'd like to share reversible reactions. This is only applicable in Vaporize and Melt, and that's why you can hear reverse melt or reverse vape DM comps in this game frequently. To do a reverse melt, you apply pyro first, then cryo. And to do a reverse vape is to apply hydro first, then pyro. Basically just reversing the application. Why is this important? Because reverse reactions scales differently from the forward reactions. This is why you should take note if a team is considered to be proccing the reverse reaction, so you can build your characters to fit the said reaction. With that aside, I'll be breaking the reactions into 3 segments: Pyro, Electro, and Freeze, mainly because it can easily be organized. Let's start with Pyro reactions. Pyro triggers Melt with Cryo, and Vaporize with Hydro. These two just multiplies the damage, depending if it's reversed or not. And Burning with Dendro. Burning, as stated, deals consecutive damage on an enemy or to yourself, over time for 5 seconds. And next up is Electro reactions. Electro can trigger Supercontact with Cryo, which reduces the physical resistance of an enemy within an AoE, and Electro Charge with Hydro. Electro Charge may be nice, but it can also damage yourself. That is why most players use the shield to protect against it. And of course, Pyro and Electro can react, which is called Overload, which multiplies your damage. So, as you may have noticed, the enemies back here in the Overload section has been greatly knocked back. Therefore, it lessens your damage because you need to chase after your enemies in order to kill them, which actually becomes a problem when you wanna finish floors into Spyro Abyss. Lastly, the annoying reaction for Singchu users, Freeze reaction. This is no damage, just frozen. Duration depends on the level of the character who activated it. Targets can be shattered with a claymore, dealing 20% extra damage. The additional damage obtained can be strategically used in order to defeat enemies much faster, since 20% is actually a great amount in this game. And that's all for the video. I'd remind you to leave a like and subscribe if this helps you understand more about the game. Goodbye and have a nice day.